Change?
Yeah. It's a little sweaty after that game.
Well, Coach, congratulations. What does it mean? What does it say about this team that they're now one of the four best in the league at this moment?
First of all, just totally a blessing to coach these guys to have this opportunity. That was a gutsy win against a very good Sacramento Kings team. Mike Brown has done a great job here, and our guys are resilient. I said they're a resilient group. They have heart, and they'll put it on the floor night in and night out. And we're all grateful for who those guys are.
You've had your fair share of adversity since coming to the Pelicans. It has not been easy. What's going through your head and heart right now with this win for your players and for your coaching staff?
It's a growth moment for us to have an opportunity to be one of the first. This is the first time we've had the in-season tournament, and as I mentioned in the locker room to our guys after the game, you put a game in front of us that's meaningful, and I don't care who it is, where it is, we want to win. And that's the type of heart that we have in that locker room, and we want to continue to build and grow on those type of concepts.
Head coach Kendra Andrews, ESPN. You had 6 players finish in double figures and then 4 with at least 10 points, 5 assists. Just what did you like about the balanced attack that you guys had tonight? How you could kind of maneuver around what Sacramento's throwing at you defensively?
The biggest thing that I saw in that game was trust. Sacramento came out early and they hit us in the mouth. Threes, playing fast, and our guys just stuck together. They stuck together in the huddle, and they continued to make the right play over and over and over again. And when you see a team that has 29 assists and only 14 turnovers, that's a team that's continuing to trust. And like I said, we want to continue to build on that.
What is the message when Sacramento balloons to that early lead and you have to get everyone settled down, refocused?
We've been here before. We knew that we beat those guys twice on our home floor. They were going to come out pumped up, ready to play this game. We would like to have a better start, but let's settle into the game. Let's get some stops. Don't try to get it all back at one time. One stop, one score. One stop, one score. Over and over again. And before you look up, we'll have a ball game. And to those guys' credit, that's what they did.
And just what do you think about the way B.I. performed tonight, the way he was able to just generate offense for you guys over and over?
B.I. was incredible. He put us on his shoulders and he carried us. He hit big shot after big shot. Whenever we needed a big bucket, we put it in his hands, and he's a big-time player.
And I know you always talk about one of the characteristics you want to see from this team is kind of that resilience, that toughness when their back's against the wall. How much did you kind of see that tonight?
We saw it was on full display, and that's what that team is about. That's who we're built to be, and it doesn't matter. There's times that you don't win those games, but tonight we came out on the winning side. But that's been a resilient group, night in and night out. Like I said, they give me everything that they have, and I'm grateful for the character in that locker room.
This is only Trey's second game, and I think it's only Jose's 8th game. What did you think of the spark that they gave you in the first half to really quickly erase that lead and turn the game around?
Once again, those guys have been here before. They've had a playoff experience together. They've had a play-in tournament, last season. And so they know when big games come, they got to lock in. And a credit to Coach Corey Brewer and Coach Brandon Demas working with Jose and Trey and our medical team. They just stayed on those guys. They came in every day, got the extra work in, treatment, everything that they needed to get in. And, like I said, we're grateful to get those guys back on the floor.
How big do you think Herb was tonight, both ends of the floor with what he did?
Herb was everywhere. He was flying around. He was blocking shots. He was getting steals, rebounding the ball. We needed that effort across the board, and, this is a big-time win.
Coach Green, it appears in these last 2 games, you guys really, show a lot of physicality and your length really disrupt the Sacramento Kings. Could you talk about that aspect of the game, because the King really does have some issues in those areas?
Well, we know that they're really good at pushing the pace, playing fast, They put the ball in Sabonis' hands, and he becomes a point guard, and now they have movement everywhere. And I thought when we went small and started to switch those screens, it disrupted their patterns. We're grateful once again we have size all across the board on our roster, so we can switch multiple screens. We've got some shooting back on the floor, so they had a hard time guarding us, putting the ball in Brandon's hands, Z's hands, CJ, with shooters and defenders around, and you know, those are some of the things that we watched on tape that we wanted to execute tonight, and we did that.
How cool, unique, odd is this opportunity to like go to Vegas and in December? It's like, and did you kind of put a carrot in front of your team before the game? Because you guys had to go to Vegas, I think.
Yeah, we definitely we planned on going to Vegas from the start. It is definitely cool, unique, and odd at the same time. The NBA got it right. It's definitely fans are viewing in. I mean, we watched the game right before we came out. It was a high intensity game between Boston and Indiana. Tonight, no different. High intensity game, fun to be a part of. I think the guys just relish these type of moments, and it's experience for us more than anything. So we can lean on these experiences when we start to get down the stretch, when we face adversity, things like that, and we love these moments.
I don't know if we talked to Miss B yet, or, but what does this mean for the franchise to be a part of this Final Four?
Well, like I said, anytime you get an opportunity to be considered one of the first in a good way, we want to celebrate and relish those opportunities and say what you want. We're one of the last 4 teams in the in-season tournament. We're one of the first teams to ever play in this, and that's meaningful for us. We're a franchise that's trying to build sustainable winning, and this is another step in that direction.
I talked about how you guys like playing in big games, and the in-season tournament has had a lot of that. You guys started off slow this season. How was this tournament kind of galvanized this group at this stage of the season?
We were looking forward to it. We had the 4 games that we played that led up to this moment, and we talked about each and every one of those games, the importance of it, what it meant, the importance of making sure, it's odd, but you got to kind of run up the score to put yourself in a better position. So our guys took it serious, and they wanted to execute, but it's still a long season. We know that. We're taking it day by day, step by step, and tonight I felt like was another step in the right direction.
Willie, you've used that word meaningful a couple times.
Yeah.
I wonder from a coaching standpoint, if you compare it to what you had before, like early December, you might just be, some of your guys might be sleepwalking through to an extent because it's a regular season. Do you learn about your guys and your group more because of the stakes, because of the pressure? Like, does it help you with, knowledge of your group as you get ready for a playoff push?
Yeah, I totally understand the question. We don't allow that. We don't allow sleepwalking. We come in every day, and everything we do is competitive. That's who we are. That's how we're built. And I agree that this game means a bit more during the regular season, but we know that every game counts. You get down to the end of the season, the team that had one more game than us last season went to the Western Conference Finals. They won one more game than us. That means something to us. Now, this in-season tournament is special because you get a playoff-like atmosphere. You get some tournament games and elimination games that you can build on playing in those type of situations.
Just a quick follow. You used the word trust too earlier. And Zion in particular, not just tonight, last couple of weeks. What are you seeing from him and his willingness to take what the defense gives you guys? Because he's got that gravity, obviously, that has such an impact if you use it the right way.
Z's such a big part of what we're doing, and he's coming along. He's getting better and better tonight. Necessarily didn't have a great start, but he just stayed with it on both ends of the floor, and he trusted his teammates. There was times where he could have gotten aggressive. He saw it was 3 guys there. He made the right pass, made the right play, and we're counting on him this next game to continue to up the level.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
Y'all get a second